Aries, welcome to your reading. Today we're going to be looking at what does your person regret most reading. I want to thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. I want to remind you all, don't forget to like and comment. It does help me out, and watch all of your chart, by the way, as well. When I do release it, hopefully I get to all the signs. I don't always, it's hard anyway, but we're going to be looking at what their current energy is. So let's see, Aries, this person's current energy, like what energy for the viewers of Aries is the person currently sitting in? I feel like there's a lot of regret that they sit in. Their life is the kind of the regret that I'm getting. It sucks. Yeah, not too happy about that. You know, I do feel in the past, and what Metatron's bringing me to is this person's childhood. You know, my life sucks. It's my parents' fault, right? You know how everyone loves a scapegoat. It's like, it's the thing, right? Especially if you're in some sorrow, right? You really just love to just blame somebody else for your problems. Love to blame something else for why your life sucks and why you're not happy. Sorry, it's the air came out because it's so important. This person in the past would blame their parents, why their life sucked, blah, blah, blah. They're sitting in their life right now and thinking, oh my god, this is awful. Like, oh my god, this is my life. And no one to blame. So in the past, it was easy blaming somebody else. Everybody loves to do that for some reason, right? But we are all responsible, right? For everything, right? You know, and this is someone where they're at this, like, you know, moment in time where it's like, there's no one I can just pass this to. There's no one I can just push this onto, right? This is someone whose life sucks, and they know it's their fault. I think saying their fault is interesting. I would want to say they're accountable. Yeah, I want to put it like that, because that's the truth, right? Fault is an interesting word I don't really like so much, but they know that it's, you know, I'm the reason, right? And it's a really big thing for this person. It's big in Metatron, saying it's big in multiple ways. One of the big reasons why is that they are actually accepting accountability, right? But the other one is, I have to accept accountability. And I know that sounds like it's the same thing. It's not. They have nothing else. They can't blame anyone else. Does this make sense? There's no one else's fault, right? It's like no one else made this person make those choices that led their life to where it is right now. This is someone where, like, I'm here, how did I get here? And yeah, they're looking at all the choices they made. Sorry, I see this person, like, they're looking at these two doors and they walk through that door and they're like, that's how I got here. It's the truth, by the way. Your choices led you to your life. It's for everyone. And this is someone where it's like, damn. Not too happy about where they ended up. This is someone who in the past was very detached, devoid. Devoid is the word Metatron gave, from their heart and their intuition. And as a result, they made a lot of bad choices. And that's kind of that reminder, right? So always check in with your heart. Always check in with your intuition, right? When making choices, because your heart, right, is the smartest part of you. It can process in a way that the mind cannot. And this is someone where they look back and think, I should have trusted my heart. I don't think that they were taught that way, taught to do that. Most humans aren't, and this is someone where they face the repercussions of that. So there's a lot of fallout in their life essentially right now. What else about Aries' person's like current energy that they're saying? There is a lot of instant gratification that happens with this person. Sorry, I just want to make sure this is like really hitting my mouth. There's a lot of instant gratification with this person. I see it like I actually see it in the form of a person. Just that's how I see it. This is someone where, I don't know what kind of connection this would be. Like maybe like a no strings attached or something like that, or something that is very shallow. I don't know. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be like a thing, but it's in the form of a person that isn't good for us. But yet we can't break away from it. So there is something like that in this person's life. So there is because their life sucks, and it's always sucked, by the way. This is someone where they've always had a way to escape. It's still there, that thing. It's interesting. And Metatron, he never brings this up because it's, you know, it's like, you know, he's giving you this, right? The viewer, so you can know, recognize and see what other people are doing and say, am I doing it too? Because he kind of wants me to, gear it that way. But this person uses that person, right, or that thing or that place as a way of escape. Is that helping their life get better? We know it's not, because their life sucks, right? So it's important that you recognize how these little escapes that we tend to do, vices that we tend to indulge, things that we tend to, honestly keep in our life when we know they're not good for us, how much they hurt. And in the short term, like for a day, that's not that bad, right? But take it over months, right? That is devastating to your life growth. That's what he wants to say. So Metatron wants you to take a moment to think about, am I doing such and such? And understanding that over the long term, it's such an impact. It's such a negative impact that it's not worth it. It wasn't worth it for one day, but it's definitely not worth it for over months, right? So he just, he gave that because he wants you to ask yourself that, the viewers, okay? All right. Is there anything else in this person's current energy that they have towards, just in general? I actually want to know. This is going to be our next question, I think. We're going to switch gears. Metatron wants me to ask him, what are this person's intentions for you right now? Because I see someone here who's not happy with stuff, who's not satisfied with stuff. In fact, they're very... Sorry, the air came up, but or a burp, I don't know. Sometimes you just don't know, but it was one of those. But there's definitely, this is someone where there's a dissatisfaction with their life. This sounds strange. There's an intention happening currently with this person. Oh, that's so strange. I think the intention isn't directly towards you, but what will happen as a result of that intention, which I'll tell you in a second, is going to lead them to you in some way. Their intention is to have a better, happier life for themselves. I know it sounds strange, right? Why would it lead them to you? But this is something, you being a part of their life, it's, when you don't really recognize how happy you used to be, and then you look back, damn, I was so happy. I kind of reminds you of Futurama with, Fry's ex, and she's like, the last time I was happy was when I was with you. Obviously, it was a bad connection anyway, but it was like that. Like, this is someone where they're very happy with you in their life, and they look back and they're like, I didn't even know. It's like, and it's true. By the way, it's true. You can go ahead and be mad at that all you want, but it's the truth. This person didn't know how happy they were at that time. And this is someone who looks back at you and thinks, I was really happy, or things were working out really well and things are flowing like amazing, and I didn't appreciate it, kind of thing. That's the energy that's coming. But this person has set the intention to want a better life for themselves, a more fulfilling life, less leaning on the gratification, more leaning on the fulfillment. And Metatron wants me to ask you, are you doing the same? Are you leaning on gratification rather than going towards the fulfillment? The fulfillment is usually it takes a lot of work, right, to get it. But it lasts and lasts and lasts. Gratification's instant and it doesn't last. So there's just a question, right? And it could be for smaller stuff, but understanding even that is impactful. So it's a question to ask yourself, is what he wouldn't say that otherwise unless you needed to hear it. So you do you, but when Metatron speaks, you listen. But there is just that coming through where I want a better life. I don't know if they have an intention ceremony, because that's what I got. I know it sounds so strange. Let me see how how most of them are doing it, or how they're setting that intention. All right, 2 places I'm seeing them doing this: in the shower, where they're thinking to themselves. You know how the air is cleanest in the shower, right? So when you're breathing in that air, you can think a lot more and a lot clearer. So this person has a lot of clarity in the shower. I know it sounds strange, but it's what I got. In the shower, and when they're laying in bed, they really start to think about what they want for their future. That feeling of unhappiness isn't going away. So they're trying to figure out a solution. How do I make that happen? And this is what's setting the intention. It's kind of like this person was, Metatron's showing me a boat, right? It was headed towards this direction, but with that, with that introspection, with that setting of intention. They are changing course. Does this make sense? So they're going in a completely different direction. It's a slow but steady process. And what's propelling them is the unhappy feelings. And he kind of wants me to touch upon that as a reminder, which I think you should all know, that when we are unhappy, that's when it gets us to move, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like when things are not great, we tend to, that struggle of that, right? That's what propels us. So this is what's the unhappiness that they're feeling is actually what's propelling them towards their happiness. It's beautiful, right? It's a beautiful thing. It is, by the way. But that's what's happening. But their intentions is that, and it will lead them like on their path towards happiness. They're gonna find you. I do feel this person wants to apologize. That's really clear. You know, when things kind of go crappy, no one says anything, but then after the fact, when you had time to process, you can be more open about things and you can be more lighthearted about it. That's the energy coming towards the situation where I couldn't in the past. I didn't even know in the past, and now it's like I'm mature enough to admit it. Yeah, I'm big enough to admit it. Yeah, very interesting. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I said it, but there's an extended to this reading. I don't know. Oh God, I forgot. Anyway, I hope I said that, but there is an extended anyway. But there's an emphasis on I know now. Nice. This person is maturing. Slow process. The unhappiness that they are facing. Yeah. It's like, it's honestly been the antidote. It really has. I don't know what this person's illness was or whatever, right? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what their issues were exactly, but I am seeing this being the antidote. Real lovely. Is there any intentions that they have specifically towards Aries, Metatron, Aquarius, Saint Germain? Let's see. They do want to plant something new. He's showing me like a completely primordial earth. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like, oh, is something going to grow here? Yes. That's how I see your connection. And they want to plant a seed that grows something new here. There's a strong emphasis on, I really do want to plant something. It's beautiful. And the extent we're going to look at their next move, by the way. But there's a strong emphasis on, I want to plant something new here. They want to see where it grows. It's interesting. This is a strange thing. I know it sounds like it's strange to say, but they want to see what it grows into. It's like they have this mystery seed. They have no idea what this is. They have no idea, what it's going to grow into. Like, I want to see that. There's a curiosity here. A curiosity that wasn't there towards you that much in the past. I do feel they overlooked you. There's a strong emphasis on that because I see you like below here and they're just looking over here. It's just like they weren't seeing you. No, I feel like that's probably one of their biggest regrets is to not see you, see the real you, but see you. That's actually it. Like they didn't see you. Now they have this seed that they want to plant and like, God, what the hell is this seed? It's just like this mystery thing. Seeds are a lot of potential there, and this person understands that there is a lot of potential here in your connection. Is there anything else you want to give to that? Sorry, yes. When they think about you, they cringe. Yeah. It's like, sorry, it's like, that shudder where it's just like, when you think about something and it feels like it happened yesterday. Yeah, it feels like that, like that punch is still there. It's like, oh, you know what I'm talking about? that sucker punch. They feel kind of sucker punched over the situation. All right, so we're going to be looking at what do they regret now, Aries. So let's see, what do they regret towards Aries? The thing about them not seeing you is coming through very clearly. They didn't see you. They did not treat you with respect. It's because, I think how they internalize it is because I didn't see you, I didn't treat you how you should be treated. But I think there was a part of this person that doesn't treat people with respect often. They have to learn to heal that. That wouldn't have happened if they, you know what I mean? It has something to do with what they saw, right? There's something about this person's energy that makes them treat people with ill-dignified. Is that the word? That's what Metatron gave, ill-dignified. Anyway, but they didn't see you. They didn't see your value. They didn't treat you with respect. They didn't care for you. I do feel this person had a chance to be there for you, and they weren't. There's also an omission. I think it's an omission. No, sorry. admission, omission. I don't know. I forgot the word. I don't know what the word is, but they're admitting, right, that you were there for them. You were there for them 100%, and they were there for you 0. Sorry, Metatron says about 1 to 10%. It is what it is. I see 10, but I think it's 1 to 10 anyway. But they were there for you, very, very a small amount. It's like one of the regrets is I should have been there for them more. There's something, it eats away at that person. Not seeing you hurts a lot, but not being there for you, it makes this person feel like a piece of crap. Yeah, sorry, it's very much there. It hits the solar plexus, by the way, as well. Makes them cringe. They thought that they were a decent person. They thought that they, would treat people with respect, but they had all these blind spots that kept them from seeing the truth. And your connection has helped them see what they were missing. And their regrets is that it cost them you. But there is that silver lining. At least I see it now. I do feel this person doesn't want to come back in the same energy, and they want to show you how much they've changed. They regret being that bad version of themselves. Sorry, it's real heavy on the heart right now. I'm like about to cry because it's like it hurts. It's like there's this strong heaviness there. It's like I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I put them through that. Sorry, it's a lot. Anyway, sorry about it. I know you. I have a lot of power, so I'm sure you feel it too. Sorry, everyone. I try my best to channel that into positivity, but it's a lot there. But there's a strong emphasis on I feel like crap for doing what I did, and there is I forgot what this is called, but Metatron is bringing up like Ted Lasso, right? Like, so if you haven't watched the show, sorry, but it's like they bring up Jamie's heart, and how Jamie is having this, he went from like the villain kind of, right, to this to something positive, right? That's their arc. They're having this arc, this character arc. And yeah, is that what that's called? I don't know what that's called, but a hero arc or something like that. That's what he gave me, but it was more like I was the villain, now I'm the hero. It is what it is. I don't know what kind of arc that is. I think there's a name for it. It came through, but I haven't heard the word before, so I couldn't catch it, but there is, I'm pretty sure, I'm trying to give the name, but he's saying that there is a name for starting off as like the villain, and becoming a hero. That's what they want. They want that. I do feel this person wants to look good in your eyes, and they regret not showing you their best self. It's like, why would they? It's interesting because I feel like they look back at you and see the magnificence, and they think, oh my God, what did they look back and see in me? And what did they ever see in me? I do feel this isn't going to be for everyone, but this is coming through on a slight amount. This person may have treated you bad at times, and you put up with it. And they cannot believe they did that, and they cannot believe you put up with that. Not saying that they're calling you on or anything like that, but it's like, I can't believe they still... sorry. I can't believe that they still gave me love. They still treated me with respect. They still maintain this innocence and purity, right? Towards me, and just in general, even though I treated them badly. And I don't know how... at first I felt this person just wasn't there for you. It's almost like they were... it's like you were going through some hardship, and they just looked the other way. You know what I'm talking about? Like when you're on like public transit, and someone's going through some issues, and everyone's like pretending like they don't hear. It feels like... Sorry, it feels like it was that, like that's what they did to you at first. But some of you, I feel like they may have treated you bad. All right, but the first one's for all of you. Like they just weren't there. All right. Let me see. Is there any last thing you want to give to Aries? Just because they are changing doesn't mean everything about them is different, right? So there's an emphasis on that. All right, I'm gonna take this over to the extended Aries. I wanna thank you for being here. In the extended, we're gonna look at their next move, how they feel, all that good stuff. If you are interested, do check it out. Please don't forget to like and comment. That does help me out. And take care. Bye, Aries.